But the critical issue is that you've figured out the formula for receiving the Spirit of God. Acts 19 and verse 1. And it came to pass that while Apollos was at Corinth, Paul, having passed through the upper coast into Ephesus and finding certain disciples, he said unto them, have you received the Spirit since you believed? And they said to him, we have not so much as heard whether there be a Holy Spirit. Have you received the Spirit of God since you believe? That's my question to you. And your answer can't be, well, I think so. Well, I hope so. Well, I feel like it. I hope I have it. Was that systematic way laid out for you on how to receive the Spirit of God? Or do you fit into this category in Acts 19 and verse 2? Well, we have not so much as heard whether there be a Holy Spirit. You know, I think most people have heard of the Holy Spirit. Now, I'm not saying that, but have you heard? The assumption is, well, I guess I haven't. Now, the offer I want to offer you today is actually two things. Is number one, the formula. The formula on how to receive the Spirit of God. How to receive the Spirit of God. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Christ, he is none of his. You know, before you kick the bucket, you want to make sure you have the Spirit of God. It's just that simple. Because this verse says, if any man have not the Spirit, he's none of his. And it's not just church going that gives us the Spirit of God. It's not just a desire to be religious. It's not just that we like dressing up and going to church. That's not enough. There's a systematic way, a formula for receiving the Spirit of God. Also, I'll throw this in also, the remnant. It's critical information also that God is calling a first fruit, a remnant, the elect. And that may be you that God is calling. Two great publications, the remnant, and how to receive the Spirit of God. I'll send that to you, free of charge. Won't sell your name to a mailing list. You get your information and that's it. And you can read about your greatest need, the missing piece of the puzzle, the fact that we all come into this world incomplete, and what is missing is that spiritual DNA that we need to have from God that will make us complete. I'm David Freeman with Is That Really in the Bible? And I'll see you next time.
Many people spend their whole life repeating the same old mistakes. What does it take to have good discernment and good judgment? It takes having the Spirit of God. But what many people overlook is the Spirit of God is not something that you are born with. Man was created incomplete, missing that spiritual element that would make him complete. The Bible clearly lays out the way to receive the Spirit of God. Learn the step-by-step process for receiving the Spirit of God. Order your free copy of Why You Need the Holy Spirit. Order by writing to Church of God, Rocky Mount, 27 Brookledge Lane, Rocky Mount, Virginia, 24151. That's Church of God, Rocky Mount, 27 Brookledge Lane, Rocky Mount, Virginia, 24151. Also, visit us on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.org.